Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings.
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Good afternoon. I guess first thing I want to talk about here, let's just make it quite clear that David Reeves, alias Little Dave, does not work for us, and he's contacting all the people that he met through us. Folks, give us a call. He's not affiliated with us. He's only been in the post-frame sale business, whatever you want to call it, for about 3 or 4 months, so you don't know a whole lot. But he's calling y'all. Call me back. We'll take care of you. So today we're going to go over quite a few things. We've got about 50 different slides we're going to talk about, and we've got a couple of comments. But we're going to make some deals today. The Tiger's walking. He's ready to cut some deals. So let's get going with this thing. Today, the first 5 people to buy an elite building by this Friday get 2 free 8x10 porches right here. So if you want to build your little camp, you want to build your little residence, this is 1,500 square feet. That's a hipped-in roof. That's not a wing. I'm going to give you that free. All you do is text live. The first 5 to text live, you can get this by Friday on any building we sell. That's the special. Any elite building, any size, I'm going to give you 2 of these. So that's our Tiger giveaway today. Now, let's go to my next slide, please.
Text live?
Yeah, text live. Just text live. I've already said that. Text live to 214-0428 to qualify. Okay, area code 337. All right. The Elite 30 by 50 standard price today is $39,999. Okay? Go to the next slide. This is what you get with the Elite building. So, what my competitors will try to tell you, and when you start looking at these buildings, yes, this building costs more. Look what's in it. Number 1, kiln-dried lumber. 2x8 scissor trusses. Nobody else is putting those up there. I got them every 3 feet, not every 5 feet like my competitors, not every 20 feet like my steel competitors, or 15 feet, every 3 feet. 9-foot post spacing. not 10, 9. More posts, more trusses, not 15 like a steel building. 5 on 12 roof pitch. Everybody else is doing 4, I'm doing 5 now. Steel is normally 2 on 12, I'm doing a 5 on 12. Why is that important? The higher the pitch, the less chances of leakage in your roof if you ever get a leak or something hits it. The higher the pitch, the faster the water rolls off the roof. Going to get 2 10 by 10 roll-up doors in that package for $39,999. One walk-through door. They're up to everything to 26 gauge. Not that you needed it on my buildings because our girts and stuff, but apparently that's become a marketing scheme, so we'll just add it to the deal. Okay? Roof and wall insulation, standard. Gutters, 6-inch gutters on every elite building is in the package. 6-inch concrete slab. Everybody else is putting 4. I'm putting 6 for $39,999. Post protectors, standard. Jump over here. Insulated windows. Double insulated windows, low E, meets all the codes for residents. Zack screws on the roof and the wall. Engineered cable retention system. None of my competitors are doing that. That's how you get, that's why I haven't lost a building. Wait till you see the slide about the number of hurricanes I've been through. On our windows and doors, we use 4x4 framing. I don't use a 2x6 and make a little mess. We use a 4x4. That's also anchored to the ground. That also increases my ability to make the building stronger for uplift and for headwind. I got concrete under every post so that you don't have any sinkage. I don't think my competitors are doing that. Continuous ridge vents on all these elite buildings. That means you don't need to have the vents. The purpose, let me explain that a little bit. In typical metal buildings, they're going to put vents on top, okay? In post frame, what we do is before we put the ridge cap down, we have perforated closures. So if you put 2 vent covers, like the typical steel building, that might be 2 8s or 3 10s. That would give you 30 feet of vent, right? With a continuous ridge vent, we take the cap off. We're going to put a line of ridge vents on both sides of that ridge cap. We'll come back to the ridge cap on top. And so what happens when the air moves upward, the whole roof is venting the heat. It doesn't have to try to move towards the vent, okay? Standard on all elite buildings. You're going to get a 6-inch slab, 4,000 PSI, microfiber reinforced concrete slab. Wainscot, standard. Engineered mono trusses. Okay. My competitors are using rafters. How they getting them buildings engineered on them wings is beyond me. But my truss on the main frame is engineered, and I'm going to show you a picture in a little bit of that too. Basically, it's a mono truss. It's an engineered truss we make in the plant. It's not just a 2x6 that you cut and line them up. Okay? My competitors are not doing that. We do, on all our buildings. Okay, next slide.
Questions?
Oh, what's your question? Buzz and I are looking into buying one of your buildings. How long does it take y'all to build? Very good question. I do it the right way. You're going to come in, we're going to pick this building, you're going to sign the contract. 15 days, up to 15 days, I'm going to design it, I'm going to send it to you, you're going to approve it, you're going to make any changes, but that's up to 15 days. It can take 5 days, it takes 6 days. But we're going to make sure before we order that building that everything is correct. The colors, everything. We have to give ourselves, because you see, if we don't do that and we get fast, we're going to get a building out there and we're going to miss some stuff and you're going to be unhappy. I've been doing this for 25 years. That's why I do it. We need to come to a census exactly what you want, so we must take our time at the beginning. The minute I get that to you, you're going to DocuSign it. You're going to get the DocuSign back to me. I'm going to get it stamped. I'm going to send that back to you. If you give me the permit the next day, we're going to order the building, and within 3 to 4 weeks, we're there, weather permitting. Okay? And when they get there, it's going to take them, it depends on the size of the building, but anywhere from 3 to 5 days, depending on the complexity of the building. Okay? I hope I answered your question. If not, just keep asking me. Ms. Tower, what type of insulation did you mention? Foam. I mentioned foam as something that we could add. We're using the bubble insulation, and what I argued, or what I discussed yesterday, was that the foam insulation, I will never put it against the metal, and I will show that in a minute why, because it could void your warranty. So we put the bubble insulation, then we put the foam insulation if you want foam insulation. But the bubble insulation is free to you right now on any building I sell, whether it be the Value, the Signature, Elite. It's standard on all our buildings right now. Okay? But if we come back and put foam, that's there, which is going to give you some more R value. And the other thing about it is, if for some reason you're lawnmower in your yard and you throw something lands on your wall, if I wouldn't put that barrier, all that foam would be up against it, and you'd have to pull that sheet off, cut that foam out, replace the sheet, and then come back and refoam it. When you put the barrier, you just take the sheet off and you're right there. Then you put the sheet back. There's a lot of reasons, but the main reason is I don't want to take a chance on voiding your warranty, because these steel companies will use that as an excuse if they get a chance. Hope I answered your question. Syntax, thanks. Okay, what's the next one?
What's the highest pitch of roof you can provide?
What's the highest pitch? I can provide any pitch. The problem you get into pitches, we like to stay at the most economical pitch is 5 on 12. When you get above 5 on 12, you start getting up, okay, and it starts getting expensive. You know, in residential construction, the most expensive part of a house is when you start cutting up a roof with all those 12 on 12s, 10 on 12s, 8 on 12s. All that cut up is where the money's at. But we can build anything, but economically, 5 on 12 is where I like to keep you. That's a good pitch. Typically 3 on 12, you don't have to do anything with anything above 3 on 12. And on 3 on 12, you're required to put tape from the manufacturer, or it's going to leak at some point in time. So 5 on 12 is what I recommend you go with for the price. Now I can go 6 on 12, we can do all that stuff. But what's going to happen, your price will go up quite a bit. The steeper it gets, the more expensive labor it is because of that steepness. Got something else?
No.
Okay, so let's continue on. Now, $39.99, type in text live, and you're going to get $39, and I'm going to throw in these 2 porches, free of charge. That's about $4,000 or $5,000 value. It's almost 200 square feet. Okay? All right, so now we go to this. Ms. Dupuy, cheap materials that don't last, of course, it's cheaper. Well, Ms. Dupuy, I have to, are y'all riding down I-10? Well, let me tell you something, man. Some of these buildings have been built for 20 years. Let me tell you what happened. And it was warranted. I chose to take the check instead of changing it because there was nothing wrong with the metal. It was only faded. But I chose to do that. What happens, they warranted it. The metal company warrants it. Doesn't mean it's cheap product. All your metal companies are going to have a warranty against fade. Okay? Those faded. They said, hey, we'll give you the sheets or give you a check. I said, give me the check. You know why? Because there was nothing wrong with the metal. And I was too busy building buildings left and right, so that was my choice. There's nothing cheap about what we do. I hate to tell you that. Now, RGM Construction and Concrete, we use quality materials, fortify. Really? Well, let's go and see what you're doing. You've been in business 4 years, according to the Secretary of State. 4 years. I've been in business 25 years. I don't know why you think I would not know more about quality materials than you, but I do, because I've been doing this a long time. I got a lot of buildings on the ground. I've been doing this a long time, man. Now, you're not a licensed contractor. In a court of law, I'm an expert. In a court of law, you're not. So my opinion, if it's good enough for in a court of law that I'm an expert, I think that my opinion probably means a little bit. Now, you talked about, go to the next one. Well, let's go here. Licensed contractors charge more. That's not true. Licensed contractors do not charge anymore. It's a competitive business. But I'll tell you what a licensed contractor does. It puts the customer's mind at ease. Okay? And you're not breaking the law. So theoretically, being you're not licensed the last 4 years, you've maybe been breaking the law. Go get licensed. Okay? Insurance issue. There was insurance issues after law, but that had nothing to do with licensure. Okay? We changed the law. Actually, before law, 75,000. You could build up to 75,000. You needed a home improvement registration. Anything under 10,000, you didn't. So you should have been licensed even before law. In today's world, they dropped that to 50,000. You cannot build any new structures. They got rid of that home improvement where they could go out there and hurt people, in my opinion. And I was a very big proponent of that law, and I had it changed. Now, should have it back. Well, if you get your license, I compliment you. Go get licensed. And it doesn't mean you pay more because you're licensed. Okay? It means you're reputable. It means you've taken the time to do what's right so that your customer feels comfortable with you. Okay? Let's see. Do we have anything here?
No.
Yeah, I have to secure the permit 3 to 4 weeks. We say 6 to 10.
That's AJ.
It depends. Each parish is different. Each parish is different. Some parishes, well, let me just give you, okay, I did this the other day, but I'll do it again. I got 3 parishes here, and let me tell you what you have to do. So when you go to do a permit, okay, this is, okay, here they are. I got Acadia Parish. At Acadia Parish, you're going to have to go through a legal description, a plat of the property. You're going to have to get a surveyor to give you an elevation certificate. That could take you a little bit of time. Contractor's bid, license, insurance. You can't build it yourself and pull your own permit. You got to wait for a plan review, and then you got to have site drawings, and everything has to be laid out. That's Acadia. You go to Calcasieu Parish, they want a sediment control plan. They want contractor information, homeowner affidavit, site plan, elevation certificate. And then you go to, this is Lafourche Parish. They want a site plan, they want land verification, foundation plan, one complete set of plans to meet the state uniform construction code, a copy of residential or exemption certificate. It varies from parish to parish, and it just depends on the parish. I can't control that, nor can you. I have people sitting on my board who I've been waiting to get me a permit for months. So I can't tell you how long a permit office is, and it varies from parish to parish. But it's going to take them a little time, more than likely. But anyway, I hope I answered your question. The 2 wings will come free on the top level. I can get you fixed up. Okay. I said, okay, what's this? Mr. Fandel, how does I send my quotes? Excellent information yesterday evening, but with the wind load upgrades, engineer stamp plans, and road pushed it way out of our budget. We knew you would build excellent buildings. We dreamed of one since. Well, what kind of building, Mr. Fandel, did they quote you? Tell me what. Ask AJ to bring me the quotes and let me look at it. Ask AJ. If AJ's listening, get the quotes so I can see what's going on right here. Your billboard on I-10 at least 34 years. What's this? Excellent. I've dreamed of one since. Yeah, yeah. It's been a long time. You're right. But I'm gonna let him get up here. Then I'll come back and address it, Mr. Fandel. Let me continue on.
One more.
What's the next one?
She's up there.
What are wings?
Yeah,
Oh, wings. Wings. Okay.
Amber.
Do I have a picture?
Yeah.
A wing. You got the main frame. A wing is going to be something to come off to the side. We do a drop down at least 16, I think, yeah, 12 inches. And so it's like a porch, but it comes down. A porch normally sits like on the front of the gable. A wing is going to come off the main frame. Let's say it's 12 feet high, then you drop down 12 inches, and it comes off to the side.
I'm going to put a picture up for you.
Wait, they're going to pull a picture up for you and show you, okay? Okay, now, getting back to Miss RJM. This is the address according to the Secretary of State. If it's not, I'm sorry. But one of my red flags I keep telling people is, go see the person's operation. You can come see me. You pass by it every day, apparently. All I'm saying is, it makes a difference. It really does. Okay? We have equipment. It shows you're vested. You've been in business 4 years. I think you have to start trying to get more, how would you say, show you're going to stay in the business for a long pull. Make an investment in a building, an office, equipment, or something, but put the person's mind at ease. That's what that's about when I say, go check somebody's location out. I'm not saying this is good or bad. I'm just saying, if you have a facility, you're probably in this for the long pull. It's an issue as far as I'm concerned, and I consider it one red flag. Is it the most important red flag? Not necessarily. But there are 5 red flags. Go to the Secretary of State, just like I said. See if they're licensed. See if there's any violations. The years in business. And go check their location out. Go visit the people who you're going to do business with. I was with a gentleman this morning who got hit by Brent Dugas, SLPS, and if they're not aware of that, he got caught for contractor fraud. He's still out $10,000. He come bought a building with us today, and we got to talking about it. I went through the red flags, and I hate that happened to. I hate it when it happens to anybody. And you know, I see this all the time as chairman of the State Contractors Board. And that, by the way, I won't be here tomorrow. I have made a pre-tape, and I'm going to have some things, but some specials and stuff going on, pre-tape. But I got to go there tomorrow and probably see a lot of, and so Friday what I'll do is all the things that were in the agenda, I'll show you what we go through and all the cases we have to go through when we go to the board meetings. So anyway, and the other thing is you mentioned fortify. I'm going to say it again. Look this, folks. Cornerstone Building Branch owns Reed's. Fortified. Same thing. That's who you're buying your supplies with. 409 complaints in the last 3 years. 205 complaints closed in the last 12 months. Go read them complaints. It's their materials, apparently. So when you start talking about cheap materials, I don't have any. I only got one complaint in 3 years, and I fixed it. But when you see this, look here, this is what I got. One complaint closed in the last 3 years. When you see 400 complaints, that's a serious, serious red flag, in my opinion.
It's Tammy's quote.
And so I hope I answered your question, you know, not against you, but at the same time, there's some things you can do to help yourself, which is get licensed. Try to, you know, get vested if you can at some point. And, you know, move in the right direction, you'll be okay. I don't really know you. I just thought your comment was a little meanish, but it's okay. What we got here?
Jordy Simon again.
No, that's not true, Jordy. You're wrong. Not true. That's not true. I'm gonna disagree with you, but you see, we're just not general contractors, sir. We're manufacturers. Okay? We're a little bit more than that. You know, we're a lumber yard, we're a truss manufacturing plant, and we're general contractors. But that's not true. Most general contractors that I know have equipment and have nice offices. You're right. But they also have storage for their equipment stuff. So I disagree with you. You know, then we're just going to agree to disagree, Jordy. I like you, Jordy. You're always coming in. We're always slugging it out. That's good. That's a good thing. What's this here? AJ, we're waiting. Okay, is this what this is? Miss Lorette?
No, that's Tammy.
Well, what's Miss Lorette want?
Miss Lorette's another one. Let's work with AJ.
What you got? Let me see.
Anything, you got it?
Yeah. Tammy said it's just 2.
Okay, so is that who this is?
Yes, that's Tammy.
Okay, and this was on a 30 by 30. 12 by 30. I'm getting old. I can't see like I used to. So you got a total of 1,260 square feet. And where are you located? St. Tammany. I can probably try to help you on the value series, because that building starts at $16,999, but you're adding a lot of stuff. Where's your budget? Tell me where your budget is. I'll try to help you if I can right now. That's why I like for you to call in. I'm going to try to help you as best I can. We're going to wheel and deal if we can. Now, here's the offer again. First 5 people to buy an elite building by this Friday get 2 free 8 by 10 porches with a hip, not a wing, not a rafter, none of that. It's a hip into this building, okay? You text live to this number, 337-214-0428 to qualify. First 5 people, you come in by Friday, I'm going to throw that in. Okay? That's the tiger deal of the day right now. But I will try to help if she can tell me what her budget is, which she's where.
I told her messages.
Messages, and we'll get to that. Now, let's move on. All right. Let's go through the differences in the buildings, because my buddies, Little Dave and Corey Boy, or Boy Corey, whatever you want to call them, they like to tell people, he charges too much for his buildings. What they fail to tell you is there's a difference in what you put in a building. That's how inexperienced they are. That's why experience counts. This is what they sell. They sell 2x6 trusses with 4 on 12 pitch. They're going to say, I got 26 gauge. Okay, I'll throw that in. No problem. You don't need it, but if that's going to be the marketing gimmick, let's put it in. Okay? 1 roll-up door, walk the door. Roof and wall, I don't even think they're offering that right now. I'm offering that free. Okay? Engineered mono trusses. They don't have that. They're putting rafters. 4-inch concrete slab. They're going to say, I got a 10-year workmanship warranty. It ain't worth the paper it's written on. They've only been in business 3 years and they're giving a 10-year workmanship warranty. That's absurd. That don't even make sense. But that's what that's about. That's what the value building is about. And today, you can buy a 30 by 30 for $16,999, a 30 by 50 for $25,999, or a 40 by 60 for $37,999. That's beating their advertised prices by $3,000 or $4,000 right now. And they're not giving you free wall and roof insulation. Okay? But you got something else?
Got 2.
Who's this? Wait, John Thibodeau. What's Jordy? Contract is big and they rent their equipment. Doesn't mean, not everybody does that, Jordy. That's not necessary. I don't rent my equipment, and most of us don't rent our equipment. If you're in for the long pull, you don't rent. You buy the equipment because there's tax reasons to do that, number one. But number two, you want access because what if you got a job and you can't rent the equipment to do the job? I own all my equipment. Every bit of it, from the trucks to the bobcats to the dozers to the tractor, all that I own. And most of us that are real contractors are going to buy our equipment, not rent. Renting is to me, you got to be careful.
We banned him.
Well, he's okay.
He's starting to get ugly.
Oh, okay. But he's kind of big and the rent doesn't mean you're better. Okay, done. We're done with him. Mr. Thibodeau, I've been working with Jared. I have my quote and it looks good. Throw in the post protectors on it's 40 by 60. Quality building, and we can rock and roll for it. Done deal. Got it. He made the Tiger deal. Mr. Thibodeau just made the Tiger deal. Let's see what Mr. Dunn has to say. At the beginning of the year, you had to sell. Let's go. I can't see it. At the beginning of the year, this year, you had to sell on a quality building at Mallett Madness around in March. A 30 by 30 by 12 with free insulation, roof wall. Well, you can come by it for $16,999. Oh, quality. Okay, the quality. Let's see. Where's the quality? The quality was at 22,999. Let me see something here. Let's see what we can do here for you. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Let me see if I can help this man. $22.99. Insulation. You got the deal. You call right now, Mr. Dunn. Come here before Friday. You just got that deal. I will take that deal today. Another Tiger deal, folks. You see how we operate over here? You see, let me tell you what you do. When you get ready to buy, you call those other people, and then you call me or come on live with me and let's wheel and deal. That's what I do. And let me tell you something. You want to know something about buildings, these type of buildings, I'm the expert. They don't know what they're doing. They only been doing it for 4 years, 3 years. So, I mean, it's just not even close, folks. Now, I wanted to tell you about the Mallett. Now, let's go to the next building. The Signature Series. You're going to jump from the 2x6s to 2x8s. You're going to jump from the 4 on 12 to 5 on 12. Big deal. Big deal. Okay? We want 20, standard 26. Not that you needed it, but if we're going to play this game, we're going to throw it in there. Okay? Roof and wall insulation. Free. 4-inch concrete slab. 2 10 by 10 roll-up doors. 1 walk-through door. 6-year workmanship. I've been in business 25 years. I can call a 6-year workmanship warranty. I ain't been in business 3 years trying to tell them to give a 10-year workmanship warranty. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. Zack screws on roof and wall. Engineered cable retention system. My competitors don't think they need to do that. I'm telling you we do. 4x4 framing on windows and doors. Makes the building stronger. Much better on securing your doors and your windows. Concrete under every post. Engineered mono trusses. They don't use mono trusses. What do we got here?
Tammy's got her budget ready.
We're hoping around for what size?
25.
Let me see. What size is
I'm
it?
looking.
12 by 30.
30 by 30 plus a wing. Quality. She got quotes for all three. So 30 plus a wing.
Quality. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get into that wing. The building you could actually buy. You could do the same deal I just did for Mr. Dunn. I can get you that 30 by 30 for 22. I'll go the old price that we used to have on the quality. Now, if you get, if he's dropped down to the value series. Now, according to this quote, you're putting. Now wait, if you're going to take, we can't do those. You got a bunch of stuff in here, Miss Fadel. You got wind-loaded doors. Those are expensive. Okay, you also got electrical package in here. And you're located in St. Tammany, so there's a little bit of stuff. I'll tell you what, let me go to work. I'll go back and see what I can do to help you. But the problem is, if you're just talking, if we take out, well, let me see something. 20, 25. 16, 25. Let me work on this for you. Let me go see what I do. I don't think you're going to be able to do the quality because you've added so much stuff. But I'll look at it. I'll get with, who's your salesman? Is it AJ?
AJ.
Me and AJ will work on that. He'll get back to you as soon as I get down there when I finish this. Okay, this is a mono truss. They're not using mono trusses. They're using rafters. These are engineered. See how these are made? These are not just one board. These are stuck. These are made in the truss plant. That's an engineered truss on the wing. That's a wing, by the way. If you ever asked that, that's a wing on the main frame. Okay? But that's a mono truss. Engineered. What my competitors are doing, they're putting rafters. There's no engineering in that thing. Probably spreading them 5 feet apart. You're going to have problems. I'm just telling you. I put that on all my buildings. I will not mess with rafters. I've been in this for 25 years. You're going to have issues with that. Long time ago we did that. So we got to get away from that because they just couldn't take the wind. What we got here? Also, absolutely all of our buildings are.
Sean Porter.
Mr. Porter, replying to Sean Porter, I've got multiple quotes and designs with y'all. Just trying to make a budget and still be happy. You know, is that AJ too?
Say something else, sir?
He's asking, would he save money by doing 50 by 100 instead of 60 by 80? That's his question.
50 by 100 is 5,000. 60 by 80 is 4,800. No, it's the square footage.
Oh, here we go.
The square footage. Well, you're going to save because of those 60-foot trusses. You will. No. You would save by going to the 50 instead of the 60. That's a way bigger truss, Mr. Porter. But I'm going to look at it with him. Okay, replying to Sean, I've got multiple designs with y'all. Best trying to make a budget and still be happy. So when I go down, he'll ask me about that, and I'll try to. Let me see what I can do. But you are correct. The 50-foot truss is a lot smaller than that 60. The 60-foot truss is a big truss. Speaking of 60-foot trusses, we're building 4 12,000 square foot buildings. We'll probably start construction Monday in Lacassine. These are commercial buildings. If you want to come by and see them things go up, you'll see the power and what we build with the elite buildings. Okay? I was understanding over 50 got expensive. It does, because it's a bigger trust. It does. But I didn't know he was talking to you about that. But when I get down there, I'll go look at that with you. Now, let's get to here. I'm going to talk about. So look at all that you're getting with that elite building. I know little Dave and Corey Boy would like to tell you, oh, we sell the same thing. That's bull. That's ridiculous. Look at what's going on here, folks. Don't be deceived because they're trying to sell you some cheap buildings or something not even in that building's league, because they're not. First of all, I don't even think they're screwing their building. See, they talk about in their ads, everything's screwed. They're talking about the metal. Are they putting wood screws or are they using nails? I don't use nails. I only use nails for tacking purposes, but everything we have is screwed, wood screwed. On the frame, show me the frame. Everything, that 2x6 is screwed. That 2x12 is ollie log. That truss is attached with ollie logs, not nails. And if you're going to get a bid, say, I want screws. See, when I say apples to apples, that's why I got to see the bid. What are they actually offering? Because they're going to try to tell you, I sell the same thing as Mallett. No, they don't. They're not even using this. I use #1 kill dry lumber on my whole building except for the post. The 6x6 post cannot be kill dry. Okay? Gutters, 6-inch. I use 6-inch concrete. Okay? Look at what we're doing here, folks. The value is in what's in the building. Yes, this building is going to cost more. This is a scissor truss versus a common truss. Look at the headroom. Scissor trusses are standard on elite buildings. Why? You just saw why. Look at the headroom you're going to get. Okay? But this is why this building costs more money. It wasn't because, like little Dave said in one of his deals, he's just selling them $20,000. No. The reason why them buildings cost more, the elites, is because it's an elite building. Now, over here, 5-on-12 pitch roof. They only do 4-on-12. I can do pitches. I can keep the price down because I got my own plant. Okay? But you got 3-foot truss spacing. You got 9-foot post spacing. Everything I do in that building stronger. They're going to put you trusses every 5 feet. I'm putting every 3 feet. They're going to put every 10. I'm putting 9. 5-on-12 pitch. They're going to put 4. I'm going to give you 2 10x10 roll-up doors standard. I'm going to give you a walk-through door. Go 26 gauge. Not that you need it because our purlins and girts are closer. But if that's the game we're going to play with the competitors, we're through in 26 gauge. I got some surprises coming hopefully in the next week and a half, 10 days. I'm really going to show you some stuff that I'm getting ready to do. They woke up the tiger. I'm telling you, there's some stuff coming. I'm just going to keep coming. I'm going to keep coming. Roof and wall insulation, standard on every building. The bubble insulation, standard on every one of my buildings. Gutters, Mallett Elite Buildings, standard. I got my own gutter machines. I'm not farming them out like they do. 6-inch concrete slab. That price is a 6-inch slab, not a 4-inch slab like they're offering. So as we go through this, and you get over here, look, the engineered cable system. My windows are they're IBC, they're approved for residential use, and the inspector will pass, they've got the right stickers. They're using, they buy their stuff at Fortify, go read the complaints about some of the materials. That's what you're getting when you do business with these other guys, because that's where they buy their materials. They buy kits or building packages. They're not packing and building like us. They're not designing like us. They're not doing none of that. We do all that in-house. We have our own engineer in-house. Now, we've added wainscot standard. For those who don't know what wainscot is, you're going to have a two-tone look. You can, if you want it, if you don't want it, it's fine. But it's standard if you want it. No charge for wainscot. Let me see. Okay, need a 30 by 50 with two 12-foot roll-up doors and one 10-foot roll-up with two walk-through doors. Just waiting on the right time to build. Hopefully after Trump gets back in. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I kind of agree with you. But you might need it. You might ought to put it in before Trump gets in, just in case you don't get in, because you need to protect your stuff. Because let me tell you, I'm glad you brought this up, Mr. Nick. Folks, a building protects your things, cars, lawnmowers, boats. A building secures your things. It's harder for someone to take your things when they're locked up in a building. And we all read the news and we all know that it's pretty bad out there and it looks like it could get worse. Okay? But a building is something we all need. We have so many things we need to protect from Mother Nature, from crime, from hurricanes, from different things. So you don't go bad. Let me tell you something about a building. A building does not depreciate like a mobile home or a car. Okay? It holds its value. So when you put an accessory building on your property, you've brought up your value. You haven't, it's not depreciating like other things you can buy. Okay? So it's always the right time to get a building. It's never too late to get a building. And sometimes, you need to move. So I'm not trying to convince you to do it, Mr. Nick, but understand if you're probably going to need it if he doesn't get back in. I'm afraid, but we'll see. Mr. Savoy wants a 20 by 60 wing, one walk-through door, 210. Do you already have a 40 by 60 by 14 with a 20 by 60, 40 by 60 by 14, 20 by 60 wing, walk-through 12 by 12. Who's the salesman on that? Is that AJ?
I think you should do.
Okay. All right, well, Mr. Savoy, I'm gonna when I go down, I'll get with the building specialist, and I'm gonna get back with him and see what I can do to help you. We'll be talking. We'll be on. Ms. Glass, I appreciate that. The Tiger is trying to make America great again, especially when it comes to buildings. That is what we're trying to make good again. AJ is the man. Mr. Arsenal, I guess you're right. Do you know him personally? Or is that just from him, you meeting him here? Coco Hart, Mr. Lee, the Tiger, I signed a contract last week to start my 40 quality bill within a year. What can you do 26 gauge on the building? Let me go. I'll have to go look at it, Mr. Hargrave. Let me go see the date, if you did it last week, and make sure, see what happens on these buildings as we sell them. We're booking stuff all the time. Let me just see where I'm at, and I'll try to see what I can do to help you. He's our salesman. Good. Well, I'm glad he's treating you right. If you have any trouble, remember you got my phone number. And Ms. Glass, thank you for your business. I think you've already bought a building. And Mr. Thibodeau, making buildings great again. That's okay. Okay, I'll go along. We're getting materials delivered next week, Mr. I'm so excited. Would not trust anyone else. Well, I appreciate that. I can tell you that our objective after 25 years is to continue to be better and better and better at what we do, including making our buildings better, not just building what everybody else builds. Okay? And when you start looking at these kind of specials, you say $39,999. Or you can say on a 30 by 50 a value, it's $25,999. Of course it's going to be more. Look at what you get for $25,999 and look at what you get for $39,999. Give me all the stuff. That's why. Little Dave never could figure that out apparently, nor can Corey boy. Okay? It's what you put in these buildings. That's what makes the value or the prices go up, just like a car. And both of them should probably know, at least little Dave, he used to be a car salesman. Why was the Cadillac more than the Fiat? They're both cars. They both roll down the road. And for him to say that and tell people, which he has, by the way, but that shows his inexperience, his inability to understand, which I couldn't teach him because he didn't want to learn. But the bottom line is, and over here, I'm throwing these two in for the same price. That's the Tiger deal today. That's the Tiger deal. This would look great on your property. Look, look, imagine if you put some windows here, a few windows there, all around that thing. Some nice, look at these nice doors. You can make you a nice, hey, you got a little camp you want to build at Toledo Bend? Hey, you got a little pond, lake, whatever you want. You can turn this into a pretty nice deal. Okay? These little things really change the looks of the buildings. Take it from me. I've been doing this a long time. Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you, Ms. Glass. I appreciate you. Pretty sure I saw your truss is being built this morning. I appreciate the positive feedback. Okay. Now, remember, first 5 people to buy an elite building by this Friday get 2 free 8x10 porches. Here we go again. Right? So to get there, the first 5 that text live to this number, 214-0428 to qualify, they get this building for $39, the elite building for $39,999 with this, and this is what it comes with. Back it up. All this stuff comes with that building. Now, my competitors don't do this. This is why I'd love for them to try to put all this and see what their price would be. Because let me tell you something. This is a lot of stuff. You can't give all this away. It's all these things cost. There's more materials, bigger truss. I mean, I can go on and on, but I think the screen speaks for itself, doesn't it? But if you want to go on that other side, which is the value building, which is basically what they sell because it's 2x6 trusses, you can buy this building right here today for $25,999. They're about right here right now. I beat that too. I beat them by almost $3,000. And I threw in roof and wall insulation. Much more to frame in a double French door if I purchase the doors. Well, the problem with when you buy the French door, I can't warrant the door. I can install them, and I think it's maybe $300. I'd have to go back and look right at the top. I think it's $300 to install it. But the problem is when I buy the door, because look, certain doors got to be able to receive the metal as it comes to the door. So it depends what kind of door and what kind of framing we've got to do that. Okay, well come on, Mr. Thibodeau. We're ready to do that deal. Whatever if you're doing whatever I said today, that's yours and it's taped and boom, yours. Once again, first 5 people to buy an elite building by this Friday get 2 free by 8x10. Look at this, folks. 2. And look, when it rains, protect your door from water. You got a place to get out the rain. Because imagine without that, if it's raining, you'll get sopping wet. I know. So this is a really good deal. And it's got the best building in the country. I put that building up against all of them. Okay? What you got?
40x6.
40x6, you said it was covered up.
37,999 for the value building. And you're going to get free full insulation and wall. If you jump to the you got the price on the other two? No. This is a 30x50. A 40x60, I'd have to get the pricing from all the guys. But I get Mr. Bailey. Call in and talk to one of the building specialists, and they'll work with you. But yeah, you can get that 40x60 right now for $37,999, and free roof and wall insulation. Can't beat the deal. You can't beat the deal. What's this? Let me see this.
Oh, it's AJ.
It's AJ. Don't worry. It's fine.
Okay. Now, let's get back on my delivery here. So I got this day before yesterday, I think is when I brought this out. So this is a bid he got from these people. This is tubular. I'm not a fan of tubular. I think it's serious. But anyway, $22,714.50. This guy thought he had a hell of a deal. But look at the fine print. Generic engineered drawing standard. What does that mean? Generic. How can you go pull a permit with a generic engineered drawing? It needs to be site specific. Ours are site specific. And all of them are doing this little mess. Everyone, I've been watching this. I got several right here I could go into, but let's just look at this. But by the time you add, and there's no concrete, you add concrete, $6,000. No sales tax, another $2,700. No engineered cost, and it says about 10%. Why did they say 10%? This building really costs $34,114. This is a 30 by 50 by 12. I'm going to sell you that building for $25,999. And all my buildings are treated. Lifetime warranty against termites, lifetime warranty against rot and fungal decay, and a lifetime warranty against rust. But I don't know why people are getting drawn into this, that this tubular is so cheap. It is cheap. But when you start putting all the numbers together, and I'm going to tell you right now, that little tube, folks, and once again, it's all it is the anchor bolts. They're not engineering this building. Listen to that, generic engineering. They're not telling you the whole story. And the first storm that you get like Laura, they're going to be gone. How can they engineer something when they're not telling you what kind of foundation and what type of screws or bolts you need to tie that down to the slab? It just don't make sense. Be careful of this stuff. And like I just showed you. Okay, here's another deal that I've been looking at. I'm not going to, this company out of Eunice, I believe it is. Anyway, they're going to sell a kit for $33,841.65. Okay? 2 on 12 pitch. Now wait. No concrete, because it says that right here. Permit, slab, anchor bolts, overhead doors, erection of building, not including the price below. So now we got to add stuff to see how they compete with us. All right, let's add concrete pad, $15,000. No roll-up doors, another $5,000. No labor, another $10,000. This building's around $63,800 is what I think it's approximately. Because this is a 40 by 65 by 16 foot building. Okay? They're at $63,841. Now, I'm going to sell you the value building for $48,116. I'll do the signature at $54,782, or I'll do the elite at $63,883. Now, the problem that you have is that steel building is not going to have trusses every 3 feet. It's going to have trusses every 15 to 20 feet. It's going to have columns every 15 to 20 feet. It's not going to have scissors. Well, it's going to be a scissor, but it's a 2 on 12 pitch. I'm going to give you a 5 on 12 pitch. That's the difference in the pitches in the two buildings we're looking at. That's 2 on 12, that's 5 on 12. You're going to have to make sure they put tape on them sheets, or it's going to leak. I'm telling you. 3 on 12, down, you have to put tape on the butyl tape on those sheets. When you go above that, you don't have to. So 4 on 12. This is 5 on 12. I'm going to give you gutters. I don't think you had gutters in that. I'm going to give you a 6-inch concrete slab. I don't know what concrete slab they were talking about. I'm going to put you post protectors. I'm going to give you roof and wall insulation. I'm going to use 26 gauge metal. I'm going to give you 2 10 by 10 roll-up doors. They weren't giving you any 10 by 10. I'm going to give them to you at that price of what I told you. Okay? Insulated windows if you're putting windows, but this is why this building costs more money. It's what's in the building, folks. You got to look, it's like buying a car. It ain't no different. You're going to buy a car that's loaded, or you're going to buy a car that's a plain Jane. There's a difference. They both are cars. They both drive good, but one has leather seats and it has power windows and whatever. Now in the world of buildings, what we're doing is making the building stronger by putting 3-foot trusses, 9-foot post spacing. Let me tell you something. If you decide to close this building in, you're dealing with wood. If you decide to close in a steel building, you're going to probably, 90% of them, some of them are starting to put steel struts. That's very expensive. Majority of people are using wood framing inside the steel buildings. Building 2 buildings, that's very expensive. And then you lose space because the columns here, they got to come on the outside of the column because it's running at an angle. Or it's tapered. So, go back to the prices. So, there's a gentleman that I did this for. I just want to know, I can beat them in the ground all day long. If I take my doors out, this is even less. But it's free. It comes with the building. So, it's your choice. All I can tell you is, I've been doing this 25 years. I did not check to see, I guess I should have checked to see how long they've been operating. But I've built a lot of buildings. I've been doing this a long time. And I can tell you right now that my building, the elite building, and even the signature building, but it's just powerful buildings. Now, the value is going to be a 2x6 truss. They're 5 feet. They're even built stronger or have more materials than a steel building. Because there your posts are 10 foot apart. Your truss are 5 foot apart. I mean, look, and you know, the thing about it, sir, what's your house built out of, wood or steel? Yes, I keep telling people, if steel is so great, why are we still building 95%, maybe 99% of our homes out of wood? And they're not even building them out of treated wood like we build our buildings.
2017.
Huh?
2017. That's when they got in business.
They started in 2017. So they've been in business 7 years?
Okay.
They've been in business 7 years. I've been in business 25 years. Come visit the plant. Come meet the people you're doing business with. Huh?
3:50.
What?
10 till 4. You gotta be at the home station.
Yeah, oh, okay. I got to be somewhere. I'm getting carried away. They're trying to tell me I need to hurry up, and I don't really want to. Anyway, remember this here. Okay? First 5 people. I'm going to give you these 2 porches. Okay? What's your next one? Oh, hurricanes that buildings have survived through. I have survived all of these hurricanes, folks. Now, this is a pretty big statement. This is how long my competitors have been in business, or when they started. I've been in business longer than all of them combined. Combined. Let's see here. He's only gone through 3 or 4. These 2. 20. He's only gone through 4. 21. He's only gone through 2. 22. 2. This one here, just 1. Look, what is this? What does that tell you about this? I've been through a lot of stuff. My buildings are tough. I build them to be tough. See, why do my buildings? You know, they don't do engineer or the foundation plan I put in place, the retention system. That's for uplift, and that's one of the reasons why I've been so successful. But look, you can trust us. Stability, look at our plant, got the resources. Proven track record, 25 years. Licensed, 25 years, and credential. And we have quality warranties, because if I give you, you know what, I guess I could give a 25-year warranty, being I've been in business 25 years.
Nope.
No, in Louisiana, Mr. Barrett. Mr. Barrett, you need to get yourself straight. It might have been in Mississippi, but when did they start in Sulphur, Louisiana, Mr. Barrett? You better, I checked, that's when they got licensed. That's when they came to Louisiana. That's whenever they started building steel buildings down in Mississippi.
This question here, real quick.
No, the warranty does not stop. No, not according to, well then you weren't licensed, right? Or is that what you're admitting to me now? Because according to the LSABC, when did you get your home improvement? So you're operating illegally? The pitch. Ms. Merlos, let me tell you what. Aesthetically, it's a higher pitch, which most people like, A. B, the water's going to get off your roof faster. Plus, you're going to get the headspace. You're going to get headspace only if you put a scissor truss. But 5 on 12 is a higher pitch. Water gets off faster. It rains a lot in Louisiana. You need to go to a higher pitch roof. I like to stay at the 4 on 12, 5 on 12 and higher. But when you start getting above 5 on 12, it gets expensive. But only the scissor truss gets you headspace. The 5 on 12 gives you pitch for water removal. Okay? Now we got apples to apples. We'll match anybody's price, apples to apples. On a steel building, post frame building, stick frame building, whatever it is. And just compare, you know, experience makes a big difference. Okay? I've been down here since 1999 doing this. Post frame construction. What Mr. Barrett's talking about is they were doing steel down at Reed's in Mississippi. And by the way, being you brought it up, Mr. Barrett, bring that thing back up again. You've been bought out by Cornerstone, right? You know, maybe you need to explain to people why do you have 409 complaints, 205 in the last year. You want to get started with this, you want to jump in here, let me tell you, you picked the right person to pick, because I'm going to tell you right now, there's something wrong here, folks. Look at this. That's a lot of complaints. So, you know, be careful when you jump in here with me, because I got my juice. I can put it out there. In fact, when was they go when they were licensed? Watch.
I don't have Reed's up here.
I thought you did.
No, that was the other company.
Yeah, wait till you pull it up real quick. Watch. Then I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, LSLBC.
Watch. According to LSABC, you were licensed. You're saying you started in 2014. When did you get your license? Home improvement. You don't even have your state license right now, according to the LSABC. What you got?
I got home improvement in 2021.
According to the LSABC, Reed's did not get their home improvement until 2021.
You go right behind you.
Right, let's put it up here. Look, you first got your license in 2021, not 2014. So apparently, if you were building buildings, you're operating illegally. And when you got that license in 2021, that wasn't a license. That was a home improvement registration. And today, that's still all you got. You still can't build a building. So, you know, don't be careful coming in here with me. You know, I have nothing against you. I've met you. You seem like a nice guy. But if you're going to jump in here with me, you better have your facts straight and be prepared, because I am. And frankly, you know, I don't know why you... Just be careful, because look, my guys will pull my stuff on the screen real quick. Now, folks, the tiger is loose. The Tigers made some deals today. I want to reiterate, I won't be here tomorrow. I've got to go to State Licensing Board. I'm chairman of State Licensing Board, but I've pre-taped some stuff. We will have some specials going tomorrow, and my guys can cut some deals. I've given them the authority to do some stuff with y'all. Okay? What company is not Reed's? Barry, I just pulled that up. You ain't with Reed. Reed's ain't got no license. I don't know. Cornerstone ain't got no license. Who you got a license with, Mr. Barrett? Because it's not Reed, it's not Fortify, it's not Cornerstone. So who you got your license with? Sid, search who?
NCI Group.
Well, who's that? Now there's a fourth company involved? Jesus Christ. Folks, you got 4 companies. I guess NCI is another. They're out of state. All their money they profit leave the state of Louisiana. Yes, they do leave some with the employees. I'll give them that. But the bottom line, yeah, he's licensed through NCI. Why'd you go through NCI? I don't know, pull it up. But we weren't talking about NCI. I was talking about Reed's. And I was talking about Cornerstone. And now you're jumping over this NCI. So here we go. Now we've got 4 companies to deal with. You got Fortify, Cornerstone, Reed's, NCI. Well, what's going on here? Nothing against you, Barrett, but Ryan, but I'm going to tell you right now, you seem a nice guy. But look, some of this, all this stuff I'm saying is a factual statement. How would anybody know to go look at NCI when they're buying from Reed's?
You got it 8 days ago.
You got that 8 days ago.
Residential.
Oh, you don't have a commercial license. All you got's a residential license.
You got that in August.
Okay, here we go. You got that in August of 24, you commercial. And then 9/10/24, yeah. So you just got started to be a licensed contractor.
Unlicensed.
So wait, who's the DBA? Is NCI DBA? I don't know what you're talking about right there. Thought you had the paperwork. Why would I have that? I didn't know you were going through NCI. I don't pay attention to that.
You pay attention to the
I mean, you realize, let me tell you, tomorrow, when I come back Friday, you got 70, 80, I mean, we got all kind of cases. I'm not looking for your case. I don't know, I would never have known NCI was anything to do with Reed's, nor with anybody else to my knowledge.
Thanks for the information.
Fortify is the DBA of NCI or Cornerstone? Well, which one is it? I mean, Cornerstone, I thought bought, but which one is it? See, folks, this is very complicated. Ron, are y'all not? Is Fortified owned by Cornerstone? NCI. Okay, how would you know that? Who's Cornerstone? I'll tell you what, I'll be back Friday. I'll do some more research on NCI when I go to Baton Rouge, but how would anybody know that? Is Cornerstone not fortified? I don't know what the relationship here is. But anyway, I got to go to a meeting. I'll continue Friday. I got to get somewhere real quick. I've been on there for over an hour. But I appreciate you talking, Ron. Hey, fortifies the DBA. Okay, Ron, NCI. Who's Cornerstone? Okay. Who's NCI? Go to the Secretary of State on that. I mean, but anyway, while they're looking, let me tell you folks, give us a call at 337-214-0428. We want to earn your business. Been here 25 years, A+ rating with the BBB. And come see us. Come see our plant. Yeah.
I got NCI since 2008.
Who?
I got NCI since 2008.
And where are they located?
Carson Street, Nevada.
So the only one we find is out of Nevada, Barrett. I mean, Brian.
Got a bunch of different addresses. Here you go.
They got, what do you got? Let's see. Baton Rouge. What's going on here?
North Carolina, Baton Rouge.
I don't see sulfur on there. I don't see sulfur. But how would we know to go look at that? North Carolina. No, I mean, it's all, I mean, Jesus Christ. But anyway, you hadn't been a state the NCI hasn't been a state licensed contractor very long. That's a fact. If we can agree with NCI, fine. But Cornerstone, who's got all those complaints, is part of what's going on with y'all, I believe. Am I correct? But I'm gonna do some. I'll do some more research come Friday, folks. I got to go. I appreciate you listening. Stay tuned. Come tomorrow. It'll be taped, but there'll be some things we can offer for you tomorrow. And look, you need a building, give us a call. Got any questions about a building? Give me a call. You can call the rest and call me. I'll tell you how to cat eats the cabbage. Once again, thank you all for listening.
At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community